What's up, family, friends? Sean here from Nelson Family Outdoors with another one. Look, I know it's been a couple months since we posted, guys. I don't have to tell anybody how crazy it's been in this world lately. Luckily, me and my family were able to stay safe and healthy. I pray that you guys were able to stay safe and healthy out there as well. I pray every day that everyone just gets through this thing, we can get back to normal as soon as possible and get on with our lives. With all that aside though, guys, again, it's the main reason I haven't posted in a couple months. It's just been crazy. Luckily, I was an essential worker, and I was able to keep working. My wife wasn't, unfortunately, and the kids got right out of school, and it's been hectic. It's been crazy, and we really haven't been able to get out and do anything as well with all the craziness going on. So at the end of last season, Gavin actually harvested his first deer ever. I wasn't going to make a video because it worked out that me and Gavin were able to be in the stand together, no one else around. It was a beautiful moment that we got to share with one another, just me and him, and we were just going to keep it to ourselves. And then on top of that, I didn't get a whole lot of footage because everything happened so fast. The way the deer came out and everything so quickly, I couldn't get my phone up, we couldn't move. The sun was starting to set. It was getting late in the evening. We ended up having to go get the deer and clean it in the pitch black because it all happened at the end of the day, the last hunt of the season, the last weekend of the season for us in Mississippi in that area. I mean, everything, the stars aligned, everything worked out perfectly. So I have a little bit of footage. I have his reaction afterwards, a picture with him with his deer, a little bit of us being up there at the camp and everything. So I wanted to make a video and share with you guys because, again, it was just a beautiful moment. His reaction to everything was just beautiful, and he's a very emotional kid, and he's got a big heart, and he's going to be a great man and a great hunter and outdoorsman when he gets older, and you guys can tell by the video. So I thought I could bring him in here, let him tell you all about the hunt. Everybody knows, all hunters and fishermen know that once you get that hunt, you kill those fish that day, that you got a great story usually to go along with it, and it's his first real story. So I figured I'd bring him in here and let him tell you guys the story of his first ever deer. Tell them everything you remember, how you remember it.
Okay, so as you heard, my dad said I killed my first deer last year. And so I just wanted to tell you the story. So me and my dad, we were sitting in the tree stand in a really good place. Everybody, my uncle said he'd been seeing lots of deer and spike go by. And so we went there, we gave it a few tries, and the very last day we went to go sit in it one more time, about the afternoon or something like that. And we waited for a while, we like talked, joked around, and then my dad said, "Wait, you heard that?" And I said, I just stood there. I was like, "No." I said no quietly. My dad looked back and he said, "It was deer." And they came up from behind us. But at first he said that a couple of times. One was turkey, and then most of them were like squirrels and stuff. And so I stood very still because like I really wanted a deer. And so I sat there quietly. And my dad, he said he grabbed the gun, put it right next to me. He had it right next to me. And so we're sitting there. We saw the two, they were not like big does, but they were like two little does walked out by the corn. And my dad shot my deer at that. He shot his deer that first time at the that year. And there was blood, so we covered it up with dirt and we put some corn on. And they went over, started fighting the deer. My dad put the gun in my hands, and I aimed, looked through, I shot, and
Were you nervous? Were you shaking?
Yeah, I was shaking.
How's that feeling? Your adrenaline was pumping?
Yeah, and I shot. We thought I missed, and then one deer went, yo. Another one just looked around, like, what just happened? And then that other deer didn't come out, and then that deer was still shooting there and still standing there, and I shot again. We missed that, and then I had one more bullet in the chamber, okay? And then I shot again. I missed. That other deer ran, the third shot, and then I was shaking badly, and I think I hit the third deer for the third shot. I hit it like right here.
You were pretty sure you hit that one, right?
Yeah, because like its leg went up. And I was like limping, and it like ran away limping. And I looked back, and we were watching it going all the way. And then it was like it was not like pitch black, but it was like dark, but it was like still shining, just like a little tint. And we went through the blood. We looked for the blood.
So I got down to stand first, right? Because you were so nervous.
Yeah.
And I told you, I said, stay in a stand. I'm going to get down. I'm going to go look for blood. And when you calm down, you get your breathing under control, then you can climb down and we will go look, and follow the blood trail, correct?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And we found the blood trail. We follow it. I guess it stopped bleeding, and it must have went so far that we couldn't find it. We would be like out there all night, and so we stopped looking for it. And then we go look at that spot where that deer ran, and then my dad, I think you saw it, right?
Yeah.
And you saw it, and you said, dude, I ran over, I walked over, and then I looked on the ground, it was right there. I started, I hugged my dad, and I started crying.
Why did you start crying, dude?
It was just like a happy cry because it was my first deer, and
you were excited, your adrenaline was pumping, and you shot 3 times. Not a lot of people get to shoot 3 times at the same deer. Usually you shoot and they run off and that's it. I mean, God wanted it to happen. I mean, he was going to let you harvest an animal out of his woods, and all we can do is give him all the glory, right? It's all God, and he blessed us that way.
And then while I was crying, I said thank you, and I looked up in the air because he let me have that deer.
That's right.
He didn't have to, but he did.
That's right. It was meant to be.
Yep. And
you got to kill your first deer, and then what happened? We cleaned it, and what we put on your face?
Blood. And as you can see, my picture's right there. And,
yep.
Yeah. So that's the story of my first deer. And thanks for watching Nelson Family Outdoors, and see you next time.
Well, there you have it, guys. So, yeah, I mean, Gavin, you know, he'll remember that story for the rest of his life. Everybody knows that first deer. You remember it like it just happened. I can still tell you how cold I was, what I ate for dinner that night, and everything from when I killed my first deer. I was about 15 years old, and it was a big old spike. I mean, it was a moment that I'll never forget. My dad gave me the biggest hug, and he was super proud. Like I've told people, non-hunters and friends of mine, it's an outstanding feeling when you've given your son a skill to be able to harvest animals out of the wilderness, know how to clean the animal, know how to cook it, and be able to fend for himself that way if ever had to survive out in the wilderness, you know, or any kind of extreme situation. You know that your son can carry on that tradition, teach his son, teach his family. We just know that we'll always be able to take care of ourselves if ever having to live in the wilderness, or you know, it's just a great feeling all the way around to be able to harvest an animal. You know where it came from, you know what it was eating. It's God's grocery store. I mean, he puts the wilderness down here for us to be able to harvest animals, fish. We started growing a lot of vegetables and fruits at our house and things like that, and it's a different feeling when you get that meat from God's grocery store, or vegetables that you grew with your own hands, rather than go to Walmart or go to Rouse's or anything like that. It's a different feeling. The meat tastes better spiritually, as well as the taste itself. But it's just a great feeling, guys. It was a great experience. His emotions and the reactions and the whole situation, the way it came together. My dad was super sick that weekend with the flu. He was sleeping in the cab of the truck waiting for us to finish the last hunt of the weekend. He was so sick he couldn't even hunt, but he ended up coming out so he could help blood Gavin as well. You know, that spirit, that hunter spirit was instilled in him with the blood of that first animal. So it was a great experience. We appreciate you guys for watching. We appreciate you guys for tuning in and being patient. Again, it's been a couple months since we posted anything. I got a few videos. We're going to do a review on the rifle Gavin got to use. I borrowed from my friend Randy. It's a great rifle, and it did the trick. I mean, it did the job very well. We're gonna do a review on that rifle. A couple other things that we've done, and we're able to start kind of doing now that things are starting to normalize again. But again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share. This goes to show anyone who wants to get into hunting or wants to get their children into hunting, what it can do for them and instill in them as they begin to grow older and develop a character. So again, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you all in the next one. God bless.
What happened?
I killed my first deer.
Why are you crying, dude? Excited? Alright.
It's a little dumb, but that's okay. It's my first deer.
Your first one. You had shot 3 times, missed twice, took your time, breathed, did the right thing, and took a good shot.
Let me show you how much blood.
Shots. And missed the first 2. Alright, go up to her and poke her with the... Watch the rifle. Keep your neck. Turn that.
I think I'll both do it on my forehead.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So, Daddy, you do it on my forehead?
Duty, what you just do?
I just killed my first ever deer.
Part of becoming a man, dude. Get right there.
And then the first part is blood on my face.
That's awesome.
All right, Grandpa.
My turn.
Mm-hmm. Here's your turn.
And one on your nose, just forget it. There you go.
How you feeling, dude?
Good.
Killed you a doe. First deer ever.
The blood stinks, but that's okay.
How you feeling?
Good?
Feel like more like a man today?
Yeah.